that was actually a hugely transformative one. One of my sessions that I did with a part is that there was a part that was holding on to some experience I had that was connected to a lot of shame. And I could tell there was great fear in allowing me to access it. And when I asked it, what is the fear actually about? It replied kind of like quickly in a way that I felt like, oh, I didn't create that thought. Like I wouldn't have even seen that coming. Was they were scared that I would have the urge to go and tell everyone, right? Whether it's on this stream or to my family. It was a part that was still too raw, too sensitive, too much shame attached to it. And immediately when I recognized that's what it was, the first thing I said was the same thing I would tell my son if that situation came up, which is we don't have to tell anyone. This stays here. If you ever down the line decide, change your mind that you do want to share, you do want to release that, you do want to express it in some way, then I'll help you do it. But there's absolutely no way I would ever do that without your consent. And then immediately that kind of like open space turned into more of a concrete part that I then continued to do the work and going through that event and their perception of it and supporting them and saying, that it wasn't your fault and all the things you would think to say, helping somebody you love through an experience like that. But that was really important and why it feels so important to listen really closely, to not try and interject your agenda onto the part, but to just listen to it and ask it, what does it need in that moment? And for me, for that part was secrecy, not in the negative way, but just like privacy. Like I'm okay to tell you, but you're not allowed to go off and tell everybody. And so just, having that awareness and making them trust you that way. Like, you're right, this doesn't need to go anywhere. And so that was a really powerful one, a session that I had. And now it feels a lot lighter. And now I look at it and I ask that part, are you ready yet? And they're still not ready. And so it's okay, no big deal. Let's move on. Forget that. Let's have some fun. Let's talk about something else, whatever it is, right? There's no pressure, no internal pressure. And that's been very powerful.